So I was just live online with my brothers from Long Story Short. That's a really amazing platform here in Jamaica. And I wanted to just jump back on to continue a discussion that I started this morning in my reels. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this situation because this article really, I wouldn't say it triggered me, but it intrigued me. And I really wanted to get a sense of, is this really how the brothers are feeling? So I would love to hear from some of the brothers here and see who is really relating to these brethren, right? I think there were 4 or 5 of them. But are you finding it challenging to be a man right now? What is expected of man? Are you feeling like you don't measure up, or that shouldn't be the standard by which you are being measured? I would love to hear from you. Jamaican men, anybody from anywhere in the world that you are. I am here because I am very interested to find out if you have decided that this challenge of being a man to a woman is just unrealistic right now. See, I see some bridges that I know who I think are very supportive and productive and progressive and ambitious men popping up in this live. And let me just remind you all why I've joined this live again. I really just want to know the kind of challenges that the virgins are facing now, right? I refuse to believe that those perspectives given on the Jamaica Observer today are the only ones that exist. I refuse to believe that because I know so many amazing men here in Jamaica, even in Jamaica, right? And yes, I'm sure I'm an anomaly for that. But some of my best friends are my virgins who I've known from university. I went to all-girls school. So university, I met some amazing virgins, and some of them are still my friends to today. And even after that, in this industry, I did meet a few quite airy and hopeful virgins. And I mean, even the men that I've met around the world, I don't know. I just tend to attract the cream of the crop, it would seem, because I'm not having those experiences. And I'm not saying these men are perfect, right? And these are my friends. These are not virgins who, this is not no see me and live with me kind of thing. I don't know. I am not them woman. I am them friend. And this is just on a friend level. I see how these men are operating with me, you know, the respect that I am dealt with. I don't pay for things when I go out with my virgins. As simple as you take it, it's not even like I don't pay for things. It's like these men, and I don't know, maybe it's when you are a particular level of feminine, you inspire men to be a particular way, even when they're not even always like that. But you being in your feminine around a man might inspire him to be that which he is not even normally, you know? He may even resent that about you. But it will definitely inspire him. And I encourage my sisters, please, don't lower your standards just because. Be that light. And wanting and elevating your standards doesn't mean becoming unbearable. It is a softening. It is a softening and understanding that I do not have to fight for my place in this world. I just have to exist and be myself and be about my purpose and be about my business and take care of myself and love myself. And that is how you teach people how to treat you. And I mean, I say that because that has been my experience, you know? And even when I'm in my more masculine vibrations and I'm out there doing man work, because this industry requires that of you also, you still are going to be generating a different kind of energy. And so big up to all of the virgins that I have met who have been exceptional. You are the cream, and I love you all so much. All of my virgins. big up on yourself. Those of you who, when I go out with you, I can turn off my brain because I know that I will be taken care of. I am safe. I don't have to worry that if something happens to me, somebody will take advantage of me. I don't have to worry about somebody slipping something in my drink. Praise the Almighty. Yeah. And that is a rare thing, apparently, because there are so many women who I have spoken to, who I have, met in different settings, who do not feel safe around men. Not just because these men will run away from the criminal as well or run away in a situation, but because these men are predatory. And they don't even realize that they're predators because it has been so normalized to act a particular way. There are conversations we will have in more depth about that in particular. But now I want to hear from the virgins. I want to hear if you truly feel like you are having a challenge dealing with these women of today. What is that challenge? Yeah, let us share it, because sometimes it's a matter of communication, sometimes it's misunderstanding, sometimes it's not that we don't like each other, even though sometimes it really seems these days like man don't like woman and woman don't like man, and it's just transactional, and it's just all right, make sure I get this and if me I go do this, me I forget this, or the man is like, well, if me I go pay this me I go get my money's worth. Like, is that really all that's left of it? I mean, if I'm to listen to the music of now, I would kind of think so. These songs are not love songs. These are not love songs I'm hearing. But they're songs about man and woman. But there is no love here. There is no love. There is a whole lot of sex, but there is no love. It's real confrontational, real transactional, and really, really sad. And for me, it breaks my heart. I never grew so. I grew up in a little bubble. I'm not going to lie. And I might have a kind of idealistic view of how the world is and how love is supposed to be and all of that. But I guess my idealistic view has really saved me from some trauma. And not that I haven't had my share of negative experiences of human beings, but I definitely have been able to avoid some trauma just because I'm not thinking about it and I'm not attracting it and I'm not expecting it, Or maybe just because that's just not my destiny. Or maybe it coming down the line and I have to brace for it. So, we have to learn our self-defense and our fitness because, yeah, you never know. But yeah, I want to hear from our virgin. So, where are my virgins? Let me scroll and see who's here, because I know you're listening and I know I talk a lot. But I do want to hear. I want to find somebody interesting. Maybe I'll even ask you to join me. Yeah, maybe I want to talk to 3 of you. I want 3 perspectives before I leave. Just 3. Are there 3 men who are willing to talk to me right now? I am doing a little push, whereas my sisters are really reaching out tomorrow now because, I'm trying to get to know my sisters too, right? I'm trying to see how I can connect with the ladies in this world, in this reggae music listening ear type of vibration. As a Jamaican man, who that? Zainor? Are you still here? Zainor, Namibia? If you are here, I want you to try and join this live so that I can get that perspective. And if not, I'm looking out for 3 virgins. Request to join me. Talk to me if you're mad. No afraid. I promise I'm gonna be gentle. I just really would love to hear. I would really love to hear from you. I don't want to ask the ladies. I know what my sisters, well, I don't know what all of you are going to say, but I really would love to hear from the virgins. No takers? Jano. And I see you, I see you. I see you waving and waving back. Hey, what's up? Big up on yourself. High five. So much love. All right, well, okay. You don't talk to me, but write it in your journal. Or go to the post that I made today and give me your perspective there. Let me know how you feel about it. Who is this now? All right, let's see who these requests are from. Okay, you're here. Okay. And I don't have no patience for foolishness, so if you come in here, you don't have any sense. Okay, not. Oh, here we go. Oh, both of you gone. All right. Let's see who else is there. Send the requests again. You know how this thing go. The request them gone. Who's trying to go live? Kushite? Is that the Kushite? I think it is. I don't know. Come. I want to hear. I'm really just chilling here, waiting to hear from some virgins. I'm gonna hold this space, and that's what holding space means. In this context, it means okay, you're going to just sit, and I'm not saying anything for a while because I'm waiting. I really want to hear. I really want to hear. Oh my gosh, my skin looks so nice in this light. Right, but the matter at hand. Where are my brothers? And for those of you just joining, let me share. We are talking about if the expectations that we have of men are too much, and is the standard too high. Okay, let me not put it that way. Let's say it started from that conversation that happened in the Jamaica Observer today, where these brethren were talking about what they consider to be unrealistic standards or unreasonable expectations from the women in their environment. I want to know, do you feel as men that the expectations of women are unrealistic? Or are you up for the challenge? Or do you have something that you could contribute to the discussion? And if I don't get to talk to you tonight, I'm going to post this live and I'm going to ask you to put your comments under it so we can really, unpack some of this, because I fully have the faith that the virgins are out there because the sisters want to find you. They want to. I hear them talking. They're not out there looking for no. They're out there working on themselves, right? And that means that they need courageous men to step up and not be afraid and not doubt themselves and go and have the task of building with these women. Yeah. And I know, because I'm not sending any woman to go look no man. I am saying that is the role of the man. Go, stand in your courage, find a woman who you believe is worthy, and go serve her and watch her multiply your life. Right? This is how I perceive of life. So, we say Valley Raw. No, it's not too much, and the standards are not too high when you become more and more aware. I agree. I agree, and that is the work of man, to raise his awareness and raise his strength. Give thanks, Chica. Respect. Love Brazil. Oh my gosh, Brazil, you have my heart. So much love for Brazil. I have some special things in store for Brazil. Let me hear from you, virgins. Are the ladies being unrealistic? Influence is heavy upon the minds and hearts of the people. It is true. You have to influence yourself. You have to rise above the power of influence, because life is real, you know? It's the balance between predictor, as said, and predator, okay, I think. It's a balance between predator and prey, and the fears of existing outside of that mindset, potentially. Deep. You want to come talk about it? Asgarden. Okay. Lalibela. Lalibella's garden. Big challenges. Women don't want to build love. They are scared and hold everyone accountable for past issues. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. This is true. But how do we get past that? Is that enough to say you stop trying? And is it not possible that you can push past that? Do you really feel like the woman them so hard that you can't break through? You feel like you're impatient. You don't feel like it worth it. Because if it's not a woman you're going to push through for, then how are we going to continue this life? How are we going to build? How are we going to grow? How do we continue as a species if the man them decide that them can't bother? Hmm? How is this going to work? I don't think it's too much expectations whatsoever problem. No, nowadays majority of black men raised with one parent and they project is from feminine perspective, love from Dar es Salaam. Oh, much love, much love. It's true. And the single parent household definitely plays a role in how a man perceives a woman. If his father wasn't there, it can affect the fact that he doesn't know what it looks like to love a woman. He doesn't know what it looks like for a man to love a woman. And if his mother doesn't find a man who she marries after that who treats her that way, or who or has a man or has men in her life that treat her in a particular way, he'll never see it. And so he'll get his examples from, whatever the world teaches him. Or if he has a father who is in the home and loves his mother, but if he has one of those mothers who is hard on the father and doesn't receive love because of her own traumas, then he learns something about women in that way too. So these are reasons, these are valid reasons, but are they excuses? Because at what point do we stop identifying with our trauma? At what point do we stop blaming our parents? At what point does it become our responsibility? At what point are we accountable for who we are? Especially for you as men, who are not the overly emotional creatures who cycle like the moon. At what point do you become accountable? The woman shall lead the way. Well, I love it when a man leads. I'm not gonna lie. I will lead because I am a natural leader. I'm a natural teacher. But I understand that when a man is balanced, because of the relationship I've had with my father, and because I've seen how my father led my family, and how when a man leads his family, he creates that legacy. It is so crucial, and not that a woman can't do it, but a woman should be allowed to be in her softest aspect, because softness is not weakness. Softness is the glue that holds it all together. That is what strengthens this man to go lead and to go be in the world. That is how the balance happens if everybody's playing their role. Too often we romanticize and glorify this strong woman who she did so much and she can do so much. And you hear these men talking about how they want a strong, hardworking woman. No, 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 that's you go be strong and hardworking, and I'll be soft, and I'll make sure that you are well loved, well loved. Yes, we understand our roles. We have to understand our roles. We have to understand our roles, and we have to talk about this. Yeah, man. My father, exceptional. I won't even go into talking about my father now, 'cause I'm not trying to make anybody, feel insecure in themselves. Truly. Big up my father. But yeah, I mean, this isn't feminism, and I don't endorse feminism at all. Feminism is not certainly Western feminism. African feminism, and they wouldn't even call it feminism there, is about nurturing and building families and communities and holding the foundation of life together. And that might seem weird and out of place for a woman to want to have a role like that, and to want to play that softer, more subtle role and protect the energetics of a community, and to love a man and to give a man an opportunity to practice love and to have a place where he is safe and pour into. These things, you cannot understand them if you have never made space for them. And so those who hear a woman speak this way and consider, oh, it's feminism, you don't understand love, you don't understand the feminine, and you will suffer for it. You will suffer because you will look at the world in a very hard and cold way, when really and truly there is so much to be optimistic about in life. But yes, all right. The daughter them, the man them don't want to talk to me tonight and have been very shy. But guess what? I am just happy that I have had an opportunity to share with you, and this song match. You hear it? I mean, I don't know how you all feel about it, but I put this song together very intentionally to poke at some of our wounds. And I know, as women, some women do not like the idea of glorifying a man or acting like you need a man or celebrating a man because a man at some point is going to disappoint you. Why bother to invest? Why? There is so much hurt. There is so much hurt that we have. Sometimes even is the hurt that we saw our mother experience that we don't want to repeat. And we think there is a strength to just shutting down and hardening and doing that role and being, I am my own man. I do my own thing. I pray that there is a way that we can all experience this at some point, even if it is in our dream. I pray that a man come to you in your dream and show you what the softness feels like and what you could be. Or I pray that a woman come to you in your dream and truly treat you the way that you need to be treated to allow you to feel safe enough to show her your heart. You know? Until such time, I will continue to make this music because I believe that this is the new crucial, revolutionary thing that we need to work on. Not just as a race, but as a human race. Yeah, absolutely. We must know and love ourselves first so we can love someone as much as we love ourselves. We must heal from past trauma and negative feelings before looking for and expecting more from others. Absolutely. Absolutely. The work is on self first. But as we do that work, let us remain open. Let us just remain open. Let us keep our hearts open, open to the healing power of the Most High, whatever you call it. If it is God, if it is the Most High, if it is the Creator, if it is the universe, whatever that force that animates you, that which keeps your heart beating and your lungs breathing and your blood flowing without you having to consciously think about it, that is love. And I pray that we can connect with that and we can find a space of calming ourselves, calm down our nervous systems, come offline for a little bit of time and just really feel in our own bodies and do the healing work that is necessary so that we can meet each other in a balanced way and that there will be hope so that we can continue and multiply and be fruitful, not just with the youths, but even with our ambitions. Because a man is never fully activated until he finds that partnership. No matter how successful he becomes, there will always be something missing. That is why the analogy of the rib is put into the Bible from ancient texts before the Bible was written. That idea that a man requires a woman to make him whole is reality. That is why the sperm go look for the egg. No egg never leave no man body if you go look for no man, for no sperm. It goes that way intentionally. Not because one is greater than the other, but because our functions are different. Do not shy away from what you feel on a primal level just because you've been hurt. Heal, love yourselves, and let's get this work done so we can meet each other and make this beautiful love. All the best, my brothers and sisters. Let's keep the conversation going. Much love.